Hey everybody, it's Julie, and this is another edition of Flower Friday, only on a Sunday. This is the flower that we're going to be working on today, and this is seriously the easiest flower you'll ever make in your life. I'll be right back to show you how to do it. How do we make this super easy little ribbon flower? Really easily. You're going to need just a few things. Number one, you're going to need some wired ribbon. Has to have a wire on at least one side, okay? So I'm just going to use this plaid ribbon that I had in my stash. And then you're also going to need a circle punch and something to hold the wires with. I'm just going to use my jewelry pliers. I think I might need a little bit more light in here, so I think I'm going to turn the light on. Hold on. So how are we going to make this? Oh, one other thing you're going to need, hot glue. I get questions all the time about what kind of hot glue gun I have. This is a glue gun made by Aleene's, and you can purchase it at Michael's. Mine was given to me by a lovely lady named Lydia. She sent this to me as a rack, and honest to God, it's the best glue gun ever. It's by far the best glue gun on the market, in my opinion. So use your next coupon and pick one of these up. You won't regret it. It has 4 or 5 different nozzles on it, and it's a 2-heat setting gun. It uses the big glue sticks, so you don't have to replace them as often, and it works wonderful. Haven't had a problem with it. Had it almost a year now. Okay, so what you're going to need to do to make this flower is you're going to need to take your wired ribbon. Okay, and you're going to need to pull out one side of the wire. I don't know if you can see that because this wire is really small, but you're just going to take your pliers, you're going to cut your ribbon, okay? Take your scissors and you're going to cut your ribbon, okay? And then you're going to find where that wire is at just by pushing a little bit right here on with your fingernail here, okay? You can see that. And then holding it here, you're just going to push it up just a little bit so this wire pops out. Okay, and then you're going to grab it with your pliers. Now, you probably could pull this with your finger, okay? You probably could. You can hold it and just pull it down easily. But if you hold it with the pair of pliers or something like that, you're going to get just a little bit of a better grip on it, and that's kind of what you need. Now, don't pull too hard or your wire will break, which I've done several times this evening already, and you'll have to start over again. Okay, so, and here's a tip. If your wire does break, grab it, or always hold it right here when you're pulling it, okay? Just kind of just push down as you're pulling it, okay? Because then even if your wire breaks, it won't slip down too far, okay? And you won't waste a lot of ribbon, because if this breaks and you're not holding on to it, this ribbon is just going to like kind of bunch out this way. So all of the ruffle will be gone. Okay, so I think that I have enough ribbon here that's already gathered. So I'm just going to kind of just push this wire, just push it down a little bit, like fold it back onto itself. This way it doesn't unwind, okay? And then we're just going to work out our ruffle here a little bit, however we want it. Okay. And then we're going to cut this ribbon, and we're going to kind of do the same thing from the other side so that we can just get a little bit on this side. So we get a little bit of ruffle. So here I'm going to try and catch that wire, try and push it out a little bit. First I got to find out where it's at. Just going to push my finger down here, try and push that wire out just a little bit so that I can grab it with my pliers. I don't know if I've got it out enough or not. Maybe. This by far is the hardest part of the whole project. Sometimes grabbing that wire can be kind of tricky. There it is. Let's see if I can hold it so I can get it. There we go. All right, so now I'm just going to just kind of ruffle back so that my edge here is ruffled as well. And then I will just fold that wire back onto itself. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Your ribbon is going to go into like a little circle, basically like a spiral. Okay, so you're going to have this. And I think I need to pull that just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we have what looks like a spiral, okay? And that's really all you need to make your flower. It's that easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put with my circle punch, okay, I'm just going to put a line of hot glue and just start winding that flower into it. Maybe. Okay. And you're just going to go around and around and around until you finish with it, and then we'll tuck that middle piece in so that you can't really see it. Okay, so we're just winding it around in a circle. And it's kind of going to look like a rolled rose, really. Okay, you just keep winding and winding and winding until you get to the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this raw edge and we're going to fold it back. Okay, and since it's wired, it's going to stay like that. All right, and then we're just going to take just a little dab of hot glue right there in the center so that we can hold this piece down. Okay, now I started from the outside on this one. On this one, I started from the inside, but it doesn't matter. They come out looking the same. Okay, this one just had, I just used a little bit more ribbon. And there isn't any rhyme or reason about how much ribbon you choose to use. If you punch out a thicker circle, then you're going to need more ribbon. Okay, so now I need to find something for the center of this flower. And I think I'm going to, let's see what I got in this button jar here, this vintage piece jar. I'm going to find something cute for the center. Let's see. I've used one of them before. I might just have to use Brad or another. Well, this might be okay. This is actually kind of going to look cute. And you know what? I'm going to use this ribbon, or this earring. I'm just going to cut the back off. Just snap it off with my pliers, hopefully, maybe. Just keep rocking it back and forth and it should break out. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to set that down in there. And since my ribbon has red in it, I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm just going to put me a dollop of hot glue in here. I think I picked all these things up from a thrift store. I think they were all in like a little jar. I think I took everything they had too. Okay, so now it almost just looks like a button laying in there. And that's your flower. On this one, I used a clear mirrored bling, I guess it would be called, from Michaels. They come out looking really cute. And you know what? You can use these on anything. If you need to use it on a card, if you want to use it on a layout, on altered projects, you know, you can use these on anything. The only requirement is that the ribbon is wired. Otherwise, you'll have to gather it with thread and needle before you do it. Okay, you can make them without the wired part of it, but you would have to gather it by sewing it with a gathering stitch. All right, you guys, I hope you've had a great weekend. We were really, really busy here this weekend. Just got done with my daughter's birthday party not too long ago, and I probably won't be able to walk tomorrow because we played a lot of volleyball. I'm kind of out of shape, I think. So it was fun, though. So I hope that you guys have the rest of a great Sunday, the rest of whatever is left, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.